Okay, now we come over to for what you guys were waiting so far, and we have, and for what this course is, Power BI. Power BI is a Microsoft supplied tool for analyzing and visualizing the data. It's a technical solution for business intelligence. Technically, it's a collection of software services, apps, and connectors that to make reports visualization from the data lying in one or more data sources. Friends, I prefer my recommendation. I can't control, but my recommendation is you note it down from your own rather than taking a screenshot or taking a PPT. Because if we note it down, if it goes from our hand, it is more this thing. What is Power BI? I am again repeating, Power BI is a Microsoft supplied tool used for analyzing and visualizing the data. It's a technical solution for business intelligence. Technically, it's a collection of software services, apps, and connectors that to make reports visualization from the data lying in one or more data sources. I have got one this thing. Is BI only for visualization? No, 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 no. Uh, how I say, it's not only for business. It can be for operation manager also. It can be for your floor manager also. But it is no. Okay. Good question, Akhilesh. Okay. From where you are asking? Business. The term business intelligence is a broad term. Broad term in the sense it's for the organizational level. It's not talking about only for the business. It at the organizational level for the optimized performance at each department. If each department is performing its best, then it is organization will be benefited, right? So it's not like it's only for business and not for floor or this thing. It's not like that. It's not like that. It is for everyone, and that is where we discussed that we will cover about the user access and all. And I told no in the initial discussion, I'm not sure about how I will show in the single desktop that different level of access, the presentation to senior management, then to CTO, then to ADs and all, right? So it's relative to that. It's business intelligence doesn't mean business or only the businessman or only the business people in the organization. Nothing like that. It is overall business and intelligence which starts from the very granular level, from the lead or the from the managerial level. It starts. I hope I have answered your query, Akhilesh. Also, okay. Technically, it's Akhilesh, you need to respond back. I hope I have answered your question. Technically, it's a collection of services, apps, and connectors that to make reports visualization from the data lying in one or more data sources. What it is? What is apps? Apps everyone knows. What is services and connectors? Can anyone answer? Any one of you, please.
Connectors, I can give it a shot, like connecting Power BI to maybe say SQL or Salesforce or any other sources where we have the data, which is more like in a raw form, and that we need to make it more appealing or more, easy to review or easy to
Right,
understand type.
right. Good, Imanshu. Yeah, exactly. Well, perfect answer. And services are like software services, like some add-ons which we are providing. Power BI has provided for that. So it is a collection of services, apps, and connectors. Power BI itself is a collection of many different, not only just a simple kids playing tool. No, and that is where you guys are spending your efforts with this much experience. You are involved in that. Not just like that. If it is a kids playing tool and all, who will spend his time? Apps, we all know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want you, every one of you, let me put on chat the homework also, so that we have the history. Please note down this difference between this is number one. Let me give it number one. Number two is more understanding, should I say, or definition, should I say? Understanding would be good, but I want understanding. Matlab, how to define Power BI? I wanted, this is all what I thought and mixed it. I won't lie, but mixed it. I thought this is most relevant, but I want to hear from you all. So more explanations about Power BI. Okay, these two all are homework for you all. Okay, friends, let's come back. Come back. We'll move to architecture of Power BI. Any doubt till now? Because now we are going seriously into the. We are now ready to dive into the. So if you guys have anything, any doubt related to elementary things of data and Power BI or anything, please feel, because we have done the demonstration of. Please feel free to ask, because from now on we are diving into much more technical things and bigger things also in terms of technical. Nothing bigger, no need to fear. We'll explain everything. Okay. Tabish, who got dropped? Again, 7 only. Himanshu. Himanshu is
I'm
there.
here.
Then who got dropped?
I think backend team का कोई था वो
अच्छा
पता
अच्छा
नहीं.
वो
It's a
तभी
username or someone from
okay.
up top.
Guru sir is there. Guru sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, please note down the two questions. I am looking forward to hear from all of you
Hmm.
in the next session.
Yes, sir.
Acha, one more minute. Next session, my organization, sorry, my team's ka annual party is there on Saturday. So we can do this class on Sunday. anytime,
You
whatever
keep the
comes.
class, sir. The class timings actually from 6 to 9 or something, 6 to 8 or
Sorry?
something. Class timings up to 8 or 9 o'clock.
No, I'm not getting you. What you are saying, Guru?
Sir, the class timings actually
Hmm.
instead of from 7 to 9, 7 to 10 actually,
I know.
and make it from 6 to 9
Is
if
that
possible.
why you are feeling sleepy, or
No, no, not sleepy
or,
because I'm
or you have to go for a movie, or
no, 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 sir. I'm in a office space. Office actually.
oh,
Yeah, these guys have got a timings up to 8 o'clock only. They will keep the office open. So I
okay.
can request them to extend by 1 hour, but 2 hours they won't extend actually.
I can understand.
Mm,
So you can discuss with Uptop
mm.
for 6 to 10 on, sorry,
6 to 9.
6 to 9 on every
Mm,
Saturday.
mm.
You can discuss with Uptop. I'll also give mine. All of you, I suggest all of you can make a WhatsApp group also. Why not?
Yes.
You can discuss amongst you and include me also if you find comfortable. Otherwise, it's okay. But I recommend, and there
Mm,
you collectively can suggest your timings, and please align, give some space to me also
mm.
about my timings. So next Saturday I won't be there, but Sunday I will be. Anytime you tell me from morning 5 o'clock to night 11 o'clock. Anytime
Mm.
I'll be there. So you guys collectively decide and talk to Tabish. We can discuss. Anyways, let's come back. Now, as give me a minute. I'm getting a call. Let me respond in half a minute. I'm coming. Yeah, friends. So since no queries so far, I am assuming that about the data types, and the visualize the just the initial exercise which we did, visualization and all, and a very initial analytics example which we have done. You got it. Okay. Now we come over to Power BI architecture. So friends, as I told earlier, Power BI is just not a tool or a app in your mobile. Even your apps also have that architecture. That is different thing. But Power BI has an architecture which follows this path. I want you all not to take the note and all, sorry, screenshot and all, note it down. So first is where the data is. From there to data ingestion. And then big data and data preparation. And then data warehousing. And then BI semantic models. When I'm saying BI semantic model, let me go here. These are the sessions. These two are the sessions. Okay. BI semantic models. And then there are two ways to it. Either we use that data for reporting purpose or for AI. Friends, please respond to me saying yes or no, please.
Yes.
Good, thank you. Because these are the topics I'm very interested. I told you I could have done engineering. I given a chance, I could do engineering in data. I can give the entire 10th session on data ingestion only. And before that, whatever is written is entire itself cloud data. Cloud data itself is a wholesome concept and all. But we will discuss. Don't worry. I'll not leave you all without knowing whatever we are looking here. Again, chat. I know since Akhilesh. Thank you, Akhilesh. Okay, so okay, leave it all. Can someone tell me what is on-premises data, what is cloud data? Quickly, we are running short of time.
On premises could be like SQL, which is something coming in from MySQL. Cloud would be AWS.
No, Riddhi, not like
Hmm.
that. Anyone else?
The storage where it's done, like on premises, maybe in a server within the office somewhere. Cloud data is somewhere it is stored anywhere, like as a centralized place. Anywhere it can be downloaded anywhere in the globe.
Nearby, yes. Kind
Sir,
of.
on-premises means something which is there within the like client premises or infrastructure, and cloud means cloud provider. For example, like Amazon or Azure or any other cloud provider, Salesforce. So data which is actually residing in the third-party service provider cloud, the cloud, public cloud or like the hybrid cloud. So that is
Got it.
actually
Got it.
the
No,
cloud
no,
data.
no. Yeah, got it. Got it. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know you know much detail. I want to know your understanding before I go to on premises and all. I want to understand about your understanding about cloud technology. What is cloud technology? Many where we hear आजकल तो cloud का जमाना है. Cloud. What is that?
See, cloud is where the infrastructure is provided by the infrastructure or the applications is provided by the third-party provider and which is charged on a per use basis instead of the complete infrastructure cost being actually borne by like the client. The client can actually rent out this particular infrastructure from a provider and use it actually only for the portion that they use. Something like this Uber or something like that. Uber actually we don't own the car, but we use the service and we pay only for service. Something like that. This cloud is like that.
Example you used is correct, but the definition which you have given is somewhat nearer not to that. I want other answers. I want to hear what you mean by cloud. What is your understanding? Cloud. What is cloud? Too much we hear, right? Right, Riddhi?
Yeah. So
Yeah. What is
that
cloud?
is basically a data storage, not in the manual systems. It's more in terms of the data stored over the internet. So Amazon Pure Services is something that we go about using, wherein rather than relying on the local servers or the personal systems wherein the data would be stored, such huge amount of data gets stored over the internet, and we through the service providers are
Mm-hmm.
maintaining that data over.
Okay. 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 Anyone? Himanshu, Akhilesh?
Something
Quickly,
like
we are running out.
something similar, like, storing the data more in a server instead of physical presence, or investing more amount of energy and cost in storing data and then risking it for the future, something like that.
Akhilesh, you want to try over chat? Anyway, okay. So, yeah, your understanding is very near to what I also understand. I can say that I'm a cloud expert because nowhere I was related to cloud. But I just give you an example. Let's say Himanshu owns a company and he want to deploy some server, right? And he's based out of very expensive place in Bangalore or Mumbai somewhere. Now, if he want to spend some time, some space, he wants some space for his servers, he has to make that space available, right? That is called on-premises servers. See, any data, whatever data are there, will rely on us, will be stored in a server only. That you forget whether it is a cloud, on-prem, whatever. It will be on a server only. Now that depends whether that server is physical. Physical meaning it is physically placed at somewhere. And cloud meaning there are multiple storage provider which provide us the space like our mobile data, right? They virtually provided. So, Riddhi, what definition you have used is you should have used the word virtual rather than it is on the internet. Himanshu, you also on the internet or something. No, not on the internet. Because if it is on internet, it is accessible to all. No, that all policies and all have to be followed. So that information is stored in virtual servers. Virtual servers meaning a hypothetical IP we have given, IP meaning Internet Protocol. We have given a address to that server, hypothetical. Logically, we have created a server, we are storing information over there. And I tell you, already you have used a word like AWS or Amazon or something, they are the service provider for cloud. Amazon, Google, all those are service providers for cloud space.
Yeah.
They charge for it.
Pay
And
per user basis.
sorry?
It's pay per usage basis, pay as
Yeah,
per
yeah,
you go. Yeah.
pay per use. Now, why companies are preferring it is the example which I have given. Himanshu is owning a expensive place in Mumbai or anywhere else. Then, if he has to place 10 servers, he has to make more space and then pay rent for it. Rather than paying rent for it and paying the maintenance cost for it, let's go for cloud. Pay to either Amazon for AWS or Google or whichever company. And it is not that simple. There is where we can need to have the cloud architect with us. Got it? Since I am not a cloud architect, but I have people leading and I have that what I say. Since I have people who are cloud architect and all, I know what they are and what all level of knowledge they have and what all I can use for them. So they are needed actually for this purpose. It is not that simple just to rent out and buy up some 100 GB space. No, because it is not on internet. Internet meaning my information can be accessed by anyone. I can't allow. It should be policies, risk, everything has to be analyzed. So that is leave it for now. It's good to for you to know in the scope of this session is what is cloud and cloud data and what is on-prem data. Okay. Now we come over to data ingestion. Anyone? Can you give the answer? I want to hear from everyone of
More like feeding
Inputting,
the data.
more like
inputting the data.
inputting the data. Okay. More like someone told more like
Feeding the data into something. Like we prepared
feeding the
a
data.
football
Okay.
data in Excel. You just feed that data to some of the server or somewhere where you can use it in the future. Something like that.
Okay. Okay. I want more responses. Acha,
Mm.
before that, have you all noted these terms in this sequence? I don't know.
Yeah.
I know कि ये figure बनाना मुश्किल है, but at least you should note down this architecture, the headings, labeling section. It can be stored on server. Akhilesh is saying, okay. I want more. Exactly, it is not.
Like we can say collecting the data, processing it further for analysis, that like a step before preparing and data to come into.
You are actually very right in saying, but the last sentence which you have told is not relating to it. You have said that it is feeding the data, processing it, and
Yeah.
preparing it for other systems, right? This is what
Uh,
you told,
like
right?
before preparation, like the step that has been mentioned over here, big data or data preparation, I was just saying that prior to this step, data ingestion come, which includes collection, processing it, so that further analysis could be made at the stage of like coming into the next steps of data preparation, warehouses, or then to semantics.
Correct. Exactly, actually.
Yeah.
Data preparation meaning, okay. Okay. That data preparation, big data preparation is different, and this is different actually. Anyways, so okay, we'll buy for now, and we all can note it down. Data ingestion is to collect data from one or more sources and put it into our system and process it to feed other systems if required. Please note it down what I'm saying. Data ingestion is to collect data from one or more systems.
Mm.
Anyways, we are going to cover this in slide also. Why I'm okay. So data source, it is the origin of a specific set of information. It may be the initial location where data is born or first digitized. What do I mean by this? What do I mean by this? Anyone? Ayya. Friends, I need. What do we mean by this?
Maybe just now you said that data ingestion is more like feeding it into the system for future use. So whenever you first time feed it or whenever you first time you source it from source A, that is probably where the data could have been born, or maybe first time it would have been put up into some digital systems or
Right,
yeah,
right,
somewhere there.
right, Himanshu. Uh, okay. I hope every one of you have noted it down in your notepad or your diary and in your mind, this figure in your mind. You should not deviate from here. This is the very basic Now you know that Power BI is just not the click, click, click and this thing. Okay. Okay. Now we come again back to data source. Can you give example? Himanshu was giving the definition of first digitized. Can you give me an example? What is first digitized? An example, very common
Maybe
example.
common, yeah. I'll try to go away from football. Maybe airlines very recently,
You
like they're
try.
having hot topics. I'll try to make it interesting for everyone. Maybe airlines would know that they have say 100 aircrafts, but they will first time put that into their annual report that okay, we own 100 aircraft. So when that 100 aircrafts number goes into annual report, that is the first time it is digitized, and from there all the data providers will pick it up and recirculate that, oh, Indigo has 100 airplanes owned by them or leased by them, something like that.
Correct, correct. I want more generic, related to common people. Still, you are talking about airlines, football. I want to come down like a politician, come down to the ground. Common people. Give me an example. Any one of you.
Census data could be a example.
So- Sorry?
Census data.
Census data. No, I'm not asking about data. Data we have discussed already. Indeed. I'm asking first digitized example. Think of everyone else. And very common. If I tell you now, you will say, Arey, come on. I know this. And if I say no, you all will say, Arey, this so easy. I'm asking first digitize ka answer. You all have done KYC everywhere.
Yeah.
Then what is that? Bank KYC, wherever government make KYC, where we give our name, Aadhaar, everything. They take the photo, right? Put it. Either they punch it or take the photo and scan it. That is first digitized. Got it? Am I right? Akhilesh, Himanshu, Lokeshwaran, Riddhi,
Yep.
Guru.
Yeah, agree.
Agreed?
Hmm.
I was telling, when I say, you will say, oh, this, so I know. Correct?
Yes.
KYC, everyone has done. Bank may everywhere. So that is the example of first digital. It is the origin of the specific data source is the origin of a specific set of information. It may be the initial location where data is born. Born meaning it is punched or first digitized. First digitized meaning either image, a photo is taken and uploaded or whatever. Okay. Then it can be broadly classified into two categories. System data source, file data. Please note it down. It is important to understand. And taking a pause, system data source and file data. System data source meaning we are taking data from another system. System meaning it will be a database, nothing else. System to system, application to application data transfer. And this we will be covering details in here. Data connectivity. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So system data source and file data. Now, there could be, I'm a large organization. Which type of organization? Let's say I'm a large bank, very large bank. Okay. My systems are connected, but many of the outside, I receive information from outside sources also. I can't connect directly to their system because of any reason. Might be security reasons or the regulatory reasons or whatever. So they used to send me the required information in file. So that file I upload in my system. That is file data. Okay, friends, clear about data source?
Yes.
Yeah. So clear about this part, the first part, on-prem and cloud and devices data, source data. We are clear. Okay. Data source, we are clear. Now we come over data ingestion. It is the process of collecting data from multiple data sources into a database and process it for further use. Please note it down. It is the process of collecting data from multiple data sources into a database and process it for further use. I got a message in chat. Okay, Akhilesh is saying yes, sir. I'm not sure on now. I can't.
सर वो पुराना मैसेज है उनका.
I can't recall now. Okay, Akhilesh, please try from next session to be vocal. I need as much participation. And good that at least you are in chat. So, friends, why I'm pausing here? Is there any purpose or just a time pass? No, it's not. And has any one of you have heard a word, a term called ETL?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, yes,
Sir,
yes.
so what's the term?
ETL.
Extract, transform, and load. It is the same thing. Extract, transform, and load.
Yeah, Guru, you are right. ETL, yeah, Guru, right. Others, please respond. Have you heard of the term ETL?
No.
Yeah,
No.
it's
Okay.
extract, transform, load at use the time of data warehousing, or when we go about in doing the data integration at that point in time. So first, every time you have to extract the data or like where the data is being collected from, you transform it into a format that is suitable for an analysis to go over, and then we load it into a source so that it can further be analyzed to build upon reports or query purposes. That's
Good, madam. Madam, you are working in system, this IT field only?
no, I informed you I had the basic MBA did in business analytics.
Great.
So I have a little bit of background in the data analysis, but yeah, it's been a while that I'm in touch with the data back again.
So you can help me better in presenting this.
Yeah, definitely, for sure, I'll help wherever needed. So
Yeah. Thank you. Exactly, Nidhi. So there is a term called ETL, which is there much before than this AI and all came to India. It is much before it is. We can tell it like it's a legacy. ETL is an abbreviation for extraction, transformation, and loading. What a guru has also. All of you, please note it down. And then we will discuss how it is different from data ingestion. Why I have not written ETL. ETL stands for extraction, transformation, and loading. And it is different from data ingestion. And that is where ETL is not included in this architecture. It is not said that we will be doing ETL. Instead, it is shown as data ingestion. Now, what is the difference between the two? Both of them are extracting the data, transforming the data, and loading the data into the system. Then how these both are different? Anyone want to give a try?
Difference between ETL and
Data ingestion.
data ingestion.
Maybe ETL is a pre-step to data ingestion.
No. Both are. Mm, can say. Can say actually one more step is data ingestion. One more step is data ingestion. Yeah. See, nowadays, no, we see in all the media like bigger terms. If we go in deep, no, it is all about fundamental. That is where
Mm.
we are trying to clear. Nothing. We have to clear our fundamentals. And if your fundamentals are clear, any industry, anytime you can survive. Survive on not only survive, you will fly, people will ask for you.
Yeah. So one another difference between ETL and data ingestion in a
Madam,
simpler word.
no Googling actually. I don't allow Google. You
Sorry.
did. I want a spontaneous answer, madam. No problem. You can please go ahead. Please go ahead, Riddhi.
No, you were, I believe, Himanshu, you were been talking also. That's where I just stopped it off at that point in time so that others get.
Yeah. Please tell.
Yeah,
Please
I
tell.
was not
Please.
Googling it. Like in a simpler term, I know, but like data ingestion is something that we can call it as data which is in a raw format, or ETL is something because extract, transform, load, which I previously explained. I can say that it could be a more cleaner or a structured format of a data. So that's where I stopped initially because of like the conversation kicked off. So
Okay. Got it.
yeah,
My bad.
no worries.
Don't feel bad. So, data ingestion and ETL. Here we are using the word data ingestion. The difference is data ingestion is 4 steps and ETL is 3 steps. ETL stops at loading. If you see, ETL is extraction, transformation, and loading. Data ingestion is it is the process. It is ETL plus supplying data to other sources. Got it? ETL stops at only loading, whereas ingestion is ETL plus transfer to other system. Either it be for reporting or for machine learning or for anything, it is data ingestion. ETL just stops loading at हमने data once we are loaded the data, that's it. However, it's not that easy. Data warehousing itself is a very big thing, and I tell you, whatever we are discussing in this session, Every term is a science in itself. Either cloud, either data warehouse, either anything, data science, data visualization, anything, it's a science itself, very big. We are trying to cover up the very basics of that, and then we will, not the very basics, understanding, clear understanding of that, and move ahead for our purpose to focus on our objective of Power BI. Okay, now we come again. After data ingestion, it is big data. What is big data? I got
The
some.
data size is more gigabytes, petabytes, terabytes like
Yes.
that.
Sorry,
The huge amount of data which has been collected, which is like in terms of like gigabytes, petabytes, terabytes like that, which is different from like the data collected from the ordinary data sources where it is in megabytes.
Right, Guru. Right, Guru. I agree. But that is more technical. I want it to be user friendly, that definition.
So it is coming from like a new, like the data sources, for example, like the internet, the YouTube, or the internet, or the massive data collection from the sensors, or
That already we discussed. That is on-prem cloud data, device data.
no,
That is okay. That
that's
is
the
we have
infrastructure
already
type. See,
discussed the
that's the
data
infrastructure
sources.
type.
Now, what is big data?
Large amount of data. Simple definition is it's a large amount.
Huge amount of data, right?
Yes. It's like
Guru sir?
OLTP and data warehousing, online transaction processing, and then data warehousing. These are two different systems. Big data is
Right,
in
sir.
the data warehousing.
Right, sir. So, what is big data? What is our understanding on big data? What is big data, sir? Well, you were telling, right? Only thing you have included the sources, so I have just notified you. Other than that, you make your definition about big data. What is that? Guru, Riddhi, Akhilesh, Himanshu, Lokeshwara.
I think
Okay,
data which is not sorted or it is too huge to be sorted.
No, Lokeshwara, no, not like that. It has nothing to do with sorting or filtering. Yeah, but good thought, but not like that.
Are we saying it's a large data which is raw and unstructured?
What do you mean by large data?
Like it's not into GB or MBs. It's more than like terabytes or in the terabytes, which has been difficult for the Excels to control, right? Like
Good, good, good.
that is what like I know about Hadoop is one of system like a tool that is being used to handle the large complex data.
Exactly, madam. You are very right in that, but I need an example. And when I say an example, I need very ground level example. The common days example, like I gave for KYC, like that only I want examples.
Uh, like these banks or financials institutions data. mm, That is what we can go or like the hospitals, like how they maintain
No, hospitals
in
nowadays,
their patients.
nowadays, madam, you know, they are more like 5 star. How
Or
come
like what
they can?
one that is from Internet of Things that I know, like the traffic signals, they like how they go about and channelizing that information.
Mm-hmm. Anyone want to try, madam? You are very close to the example actually of big data. Think of more. Let's others also try. I want to
Yeah.
listen from others. Actually, you have given the correct answer. I mean, correct response. And Guru sir, someone has also told it is like sorting or filtering. No, it has nothing to do with sorting or filtering. It is like a huge, really huge amount of data. Now I want the example.
Number of people using LPG gas and electric stoves in India, like entire the nation, how they are using the electricity, how much is used.
Yes, yes. One of the example, right location. Others, please try.
Same KYC stuff, like government storing up the Aadhaar card and PAN card number of everyone.
It is a one time, right? And no one gone. It is not like people have queued up for KYC stuff for Aadhaar card, right? It can't be a big deal, isn't it?
Maybe someone maintaining movies or something data set because this keeps on going. Something which is more ongoing, like movies. It keeps on releasing every other time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, could be,
Stream.
could be closer to big data, but still. Tell me more. I tell you, when I am going to give you an example again, you say, "Arey, this one." What is big data? And being in India, I give you a hint. Being in India and doing any celebration, we are 1.3 crore of 1 billion of people and celebrating any event. I'm giving you a hint. What could be the big data? Anyone or shall I? Riddhi madam,
Yeah,
I gave the hint also now. Please.
I'm not able to connect the example, but uh, Internet of Things from the traffic signals or the streaming
That
data
is
that keep.
whenever we
Yeah,
no
that
traffic.
is what
That is all theoretical,
yeah,
madam. I am to giving you practical
we
example.
all. Hmm.
Practical example only. We are 1.3 billion people. We celebrate
that- hmm.
occasions.
Hmm.
What could be the big data?
Is it like everyone celebrating something different basis region, states, their culture, something like that? Sorry, I'm not able to exactly still
No,
quote
no,
it.
no, no, sorry, yaar. We are trying to just actually why I'm pausing is I can give you just an example and move to another slide. Nothing like that. But I want you all to think towards it during this all 10 sessions. As I told in the initial time only, that think towards data only. That is why I'm taking a pause and giving you time to give me an example.
Every
Okay,
celebration
no,
has a different food preferences.
correct. Then what? You are right. You are close to it. Then, Lokeshwaran, you are right. Then what? How it can be a big data? It is a behavior, right?
Yes.
Then what?
Types of celebration, like what's the occasion?
Sir, all of you. The number of transactions done by the countrymen during that event is a big data. You know, ask from the people who work in banks. You know, whenever Amazon tells Diwali sale, New Year sale, 31st December, you know the volume of transaction, you know the how much loaded are the system. That is That is huge number of transactions. That is big data actually. Aadhaar is also a big data, but I don't disagree with that. But that is like we'll discuss that batch time and real time and this thing. But when you think any of the festival, like now in New Year is coming, 31st December, what do you think? Bank people will be aram se, will be at comfort? No. 31st December, their systems will be heavily loaded with all the UPI and card and online related transactions, and nothing should be failed, because if anything is failed, it will be a bad remark on that bank. Hope I am able to make you understand.
Yes, very clear.
Got it? Madam,
Yes.
Riddhi madam.
Yeah. I got it like from the e-commerce side perspective that that we can go about and
Yes, madam.
reading through the consumer behavior at the time of
Right,
festivities.
madam. That is big data. And I was giving you a hint that we are 1.3 billion people and we are celebrating any event. You
Yeah.
know the pressure on the banks at that time, pressure on the apps at that time. Individually, we don't think of that, but there is a lot pressure on the system, and that actually goes to their data warehouse, and from there our power that goes to power BI semantic models, and then it comes to data analytics, and that is where we are seeing from past 5 6 years the change in the advertising industry and the other industries and user industries.
Hmm.
So with this definition, we covered up what is big data and what is the significance of data analytics also. We will do analytics. So here I have not kept anything, meaning I am not limited anything related to GB or TB or something, because for a smaller firm, some GB or TB is this thing, big data. For a bigger firm, like I don't want to name, but any bigger firms, GBs of GBs could be big data. But I hope I am able to make you understand the term of big data. Okay, let's move on. What is a data warehouse? I think let's continue this in the next session. What do you say? Because now it is like. So, friends, any one of you can please summarize. Riddhi madam, अखिलेश जी कल से नेक्स्ट सेशन से ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ डाटा फ्लिपकार्ट, हाँ करेक्ट, फ्लिपकार्ट कस्टमर्स परचेज डाटा, राइट? आई एम टेलिंग दैट ओनली. अमेजन सेल, फ्लिपकार्ट सेल, this only. Correct, Akhilesh?
Yeah.
Okay. Madam, can you please summarize the session? What all
Yeah.
we have covered?
Yeah. So basically, today we learned about like starting upon what data is and how it can be, what are the different data types. So any relevant information that has been available, which is of use, is something we call it as data. Then we try to understand what are the different data types as a scalar and a composite, and what are the different types that or subcategories that are within into those. Then we try to go around and learning about what Power BI is, a basic about it, that it's a business intelligence tool that can be used for data visualization, for data analysis, or interpreting the data via different way, which we'll be learning about in the upcoming sessions. Apart from that, it was something about the data architecture, which started it off from the data ingestion and the different sources through which the data can be ingested it into. So over there, we learned about on-premises, cloud devices, and SaaS-based structures. And then from the data ingestion perspective, we learn about what data ingestion and the ETL process is, which is structured differentiation between a structured and a unstructured data, how we go about in processing that information and inputting. Later, when we have been talking about the data sources, we we covered about this big data itself, like what this is about, uh, and then yeah, this is what I believe it's a crux.
Okay. Last sentence which you told is shows like you are not sure. This is what I believe is.
For the big data, yeah, like a basic from the definition itself, and because we recently covered it with an example, I thought like it's
Right.
a fresh that people would be having here. So
Right. Right.
um,
Good, Riti. Good. I am looking forward for many more inputs in the class from you. Okay. Anyone else? Guru sir or Akhilesh or Himanshu, Lokeshwaran, need your views also to summarize the session. Actually, we have a couple of slides left, but I think we are now done. Our capacity. We have to cover two slides on, no, one slide on this thing, semantic models and data visualization. We will cover that. I don't want to give a overdose actually. Anyone wants to summarize? Lokeshwaran, Himanshu, Akhilesh. Akhilesh, so next time onwards, I want to hear you. Akhilesh. And Guru sir.
No, all good. I think Riddhi covered it up. Though one thing more which was interesting was our data gathering that we did, and then tried to play around the table to see how everyone prepared it. So that was a good
Right.
exercise.
Yeah, that way to be doing. Correct. Thank you. I want you all to do this exercise. See, these classes, these sessions which we will be going through are like guiding factors. And this all, computer science or everything, whatever you do in computer, if you are serious, it is a math. And maths, like if your concepts are clear, it is all about practice. First is concept, then is practice. If you are not doing the practice, then everything is gone. So, like we did in Excel today, you please take out time and do it 6, 7 times and quickly and color it, this analysis, that analysis. Like this, you can try at it, all of you. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Lokeshwaran, don't want to say something?
No, I'm really impressed with Riddhi's complete summary. I'm not in a competition, I believe. I'm definitely not that great. But anyways, the summary was really done well. I would stick to that.
Okay. What is your view on the subject?
The view is very simple. It is very precise, and everything is covered very neatly. And until unless you are making sure that everybody understands it and you make converse of everyone, so I think it's going really well in that way. So you make sure that nothing is missed from anyone. So that is really great. Thanks for that.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That is a feedback. Lokeshwaran, I want
Yeah.
summary of this session. What you
So, yeah. Mainly like some of the, I see, since I'm a mechanical base coming from there and looking at this, some of the words were completely new to me, like the ELT, what you're talking about. Just while you were talking about that, I was Googling it and looking at it, ELT and the ETL, both were there and I was trying to learn. So these kind of new terms are good to learn. And also I'm making a practice that I'm writing it down side by side in the book. So I hope this goes well. And the data types when you spoke about, I think it keeps a curiosity on to go deeper and see what all different data types are there. So that is one of the things which I wanted to see. And more of it I'll be seeing is what I understand. And the examples what you're trying to bring in quite something which is very common to us, which is easy to understand. And that is what we understood in today's class. Moreover, whenever the question is asked, it's a very direct questions um, where I'm able to understand and also interpret to you. So that was what the main thing happened to me today.
Good. Thank you. Thanks, Lokeshwaran. I will try to give my best of best in subsequent classes like this. Okay, friends. So it's time to say to stop here. But I want you guys to take it forward from here and start a journey. And remember the first thing which I told, why I have stopped here is you have to remind me when we will be remind me of this slide when we will be completing the data visualization. Okay. However, this is just a casual site only, not a very professional one, but I kept it for a purpose. Okay. Okay, friends. Have a nice weekend ahead. Thanks for your time and have a nice weekend ahead. Enjoy your weekend. Have a nice time. Keep doing the practice. Keep raising the good queries and let's together work towards a successful journey and accomplishment in Power BI.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay,
you.
friends.
Thank you. Have a nice
Friends.
weekend.
Goodbye.
Good night.